Thank you. After the sentencing in Coeur d'Alene today, we caught up with the prosecutor in this case, Bill Douglas. KHQ local news reporter Jade Jordan is live with his reaction to this case finally coming to a close. Jade?
Well, that's right, Dan. Bill Douglas says that in his 20 years as being a prosecutor, this was the most heinous case that he's ever been involved with. He says that he is grateful for the way the case was handled and that Duncan was sentenced to death in federal court. Now, today we also were given some more insight into the state's case. Douglas said they believe that Duncan also wanted to kidnap Slade Groney, but he resisted and was then killed because of that. They believe this to be true because, unlike his mother, Brenda Groney, and her fiancé, Mark McKenzie, his legs were not bound. Now, Douglas says even though this is the final chapter for the state, there will never be complete closure and there will always be unanswered questions. Questions like, why here, why at that time, and why this family?
Well, there are a lot of things that we'll never know about this case that only the defendant Duncan knows, that he'll take to the grave with him. And there still are a lot of unanswered questions in this case, and we'll never know that.
Now, Douglas and Duncan's defense attorney, John Adams, are both grateful that this case is over. Adams says he cannot wait to get the 16,000 pages of case documents, pictures, and evidence off of his desk and out of his office for good. As for getting it out of his mind, he says that may be a little tougher. And we also learned today that this case will be prosecutor Bill Douglas's last. He has decided to retire and will not be running for re-election. Now, coming up at 6, we spoke today with one of the managers at Denny's who was there that day Shasta was spotted. We'll hear from her at 6. Reporting live in Coeur d'Alene, Jade Jordan, KHQ.